Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about Tamar Braxton and the fact that she's coming out to say that WeTV was the one that caused her to lose her show on The Real and not the co-hosts of The Real.
We don't want you to do the show no more. At least give me a heads up. But no.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
Pulled the plug and ain't say nothing and allowed LONI to take the fall, Adrian, Jeannie, Tamara, and myself. And we up here battling and fighting as black girls, and they don't care. Scratching and battling and pointing the fingers. You know what I'm saying? And we're not on a reality show. This is real life. So when does reality TV stop being reality TV and becomes reality?
Suddenly, there is this interview that Tamar Braxton did addressing WeTV and her losing her position as one of the co-hosts on The Real. Okay, now I'm not sure how she came about this conclusion. Tamar points fingers a lot. However, we know that she's been having problems with her network, well, with WeTV when she was with them, and no one, and not even her herself, knew that WeTV had anything to do with her being fired as one of the co-hosts on The Real. Some years ago, she was a co-host on The Real. A lot of people liked her, but all of a sudden, she exited the show, and there was a lot of rumors. And Tamar herself said that it was LONI Love that caused her to lose her job on The Real, and she was so convinced at the time that it was LONI Love's fault. She used her very loud voice to point in LONI Love's direction, and she vilified LONI Love so much that LONI Love actually had a hate train on her. It was definitely a hate train, and quite frankly, up till this day, people still do not like LONI Love. People still do not believe what LONI Love says. Whenever LONI shows love to anyone or congratulates anyone, people attack her for no reason other than the fact that people do not like her. And a lot of people are convinced that LONI Love did not want Tamar on The Real, and that was why LONI Love talked about Tamar to their superiors, and they ended up letting Tamar go. LONI Love spent a lot of time trying to convince people that she had nothing to do with it. She told Tamar that Tamar is still her sister, and she tried to really appease Tamar, but Tamar would not hear it. She was just so convinced. I don't know why she was so convinced. I don't know if someone told her, or out of the other co-hosts, somehow she assumed that if anyone was going to give her a hard time, it would be LONI Love. Or perhaps she herself did not like LONI and did not like the position that LONI held, and she decided to make LONI the #1 enemy, which, quite frankly, is what it's starting to look like, because clearly it was not LONI's fault that she lost her position on The Real. So even a few months ago, Tamar went on Wendy's show, and she was still talking about the problem, and everyone on the show, like the co-hosts on The Real, tried to appease Tamar, but she was so convinced and wrong and loud as usual. So I was beyond shocked when I recently heard her saying that it was WeTV that pulled the plug on her job as a co-host on The Real. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? So after all of that noise and interviews and insults and disrespect towards LONI Love, this is what it is. It has nothing to do with LONI. It's your network. It is ridiculous. And I don't know if Tamar is going to send as loud and long an apology as her accusations were to LONI, but I think she should. I think Tamar seriously owes LONI the biggest apology ever, and she needs to apologize for as long as she accused LONI. If she accused LONI for 2 years, she honestly, I feel, needs to spend the next 2 years apologizing to LONI and kissing Lonnie's feet, because you can't just throw people under the bus like that, especially if you don't even know what you're talking about. And it was so bad that Tamar actually got other comedians, like random people out of the woodwork, talking about how Lonnie is a terrible person and they absolutely believe Tamar, only for Tamar to say this now. I feel like, honestly, Tamar has lost all credibility. At least for me, there is nothing that's going to come out of Tamar's mouth that I'm going to believe unless there's proof, and unless some years have gone by and it's been proven to be true, because the girl is she's ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. And everyone that went after Lonnie Love should really apologize to Lonnie for really trying to tarnish her name and just drag her through the mud for something she had nothing to do with. Honestly, I could care less about Tamar's relationship with WeTV. That's her problem. But she can't just do this to people, you know? Like, when something goes wrong for her, you can't just pick someone in your circle and say, yes, you're the one who started all this, and have no proof of anything. All assumptions. And now all of a sudden, WeTV is the cause of all of her problems with Lonnie and The Real. At no point did she take responsibility for her role in accusing Lonnie. I'm sure WeTV did not send her a message telling her that Lonnie was the one that pulled the plug. If WeTV was her network and she lost her job, naturally the first person she should look at should be the people at WeTV, because they were the ones in charge of her work. But no, she chose Lonnie because, I don't know, people just want to hate Lonnie Love so badly for whatever reason, and Tamar has not taken responsibility for her actions. So it's ridiculous. This is insane. But yeah, that's all I have on Tamar. She's ridiculous. I do not believe anything that comes out of her mouth anymore, ever. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.